Welcome back to my channel. This is Adeline with Adejuansartdolls. All day long, guys, I have been trying to get a video together. I bet you I've done this video 5 or 6 times now. And my phone was full. My storage was full, and so I, I did not know how to get it off, and so it kept cutting off on me. And so I just learned, go on YouTube, you learn everything. YouTube University will teach you everything you need to know. So I went on YouTube and a young man walked me through how to delete my trash. I was deleting my videos, my photos and apps and everything, but it was still doing the same thing. So I've been trying to work on this young lady here, Nylah. Nylah is a peaches sculpt and by Cassie Brace, and this is a replica. And I have been trying to get her creased. I have creased some, which looks like that it's going into her vinyl. But anyway, I'll have to redo this in later on down the road anyway. But I have done everything, creased everything except one leg. So we are going to do this one leg. And if we have any room left, we'll go over some of the other creases on the other limbs. But this was the video for today, is to do creases on this baby. Um, it's just been really hard, guys. I mean, I listen to other people talk about things happening, them having to do videos over and over, and I'm just not. It wasn't comprehending to me anyway. But and this is just an eraser where I'm erasing the powder that got on her other toe. And you can get that eraser from uh, Amazon. You know, I'm an Amazon girl. I like walking to my porch and getting stuff because I have a bad back, and so I just don't do a lot of shopping in stores. I mostly do everything online because it's just that convenient for me. But yeah. So I have ordered another kit, another Juanita. I have ordered her again because I had to take her off the shop because she became mine. I'm gonna have a hard time, guys, trying to keep these babies out of my collection. But she was just so pretty when I got done with her hair, and she really thought she was cute. She was cute though. She knows she is though. Anyway, she's in there with her brother Russell, and they watch cartoons together. So I have the TV on for them to watch cartoons, and I mean she sits there contentedly to watch these cartoons. So anyway, I am glad that the um, series went okay. I will be doing other series on other babies. And sometimes when you have that kit, follow with me to make it a melanated baby. Um, Sometimes I gotta get a little quiet because I gotta get a little bit intrigued in this. But anyway, um, yeah, I am going to um get this kit done to replace um Elizabeth, because Elizabeth has to come out of the shop so that she can get her hair done. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this baby's head before I put her in the shop, so that way she doesn't have to come out until someone purchase her. But she's going to be a big girl too. She will be um 22 inches, which she should probably run between 3 and 6 months, 3 to 6 months clothes. But her feet size is a 0, and she wears them well. Let's see what else. Yeah, her sleepers, they will be 3 to 6 months, and she probably will wear some 6 months. Um, because these clothes made by different people, you're just gonna have to kind of work that out with your baby, because I'm finding that some of these clothes made by different people are not necessarily the same size. Some run bigger, some run smaller. So you'll have to kind of work that out. When I've noticed that when babies are shipped, they are shipped with all size clothes, and that's because the moms have had these clothes on these babies and they fit them, and it could be a way off size, but it fits because of who made it. So more than likely you will have to get with um a certain brand of clothes that you would want your baby to wear, that will fit your baby like you want them to be fitted. So yeah, and I think the 6 month um clothes would fit Elizabeth just fine. I think the 3 to 6 months would be too snug on her. But now I'm going to make this, but that's because, and one reason why I changed her body to a 24-inch. She was normally a 22-inch baby. This baby here will be a 22-inch baby. So um she would probably wear that 3 to 6 month clothing, and not go directly up to a 6, and then she may wear some 6s. I'm not sure, because I have a 0 to 3 month old um dress and coat to match, and it's expensive, and um it was bought for my silicone doll, and it was way, way too big for her. And then I tried it on baby Elizabeth, and it was way too big for her. And she is 0 to 3. And then I tried it on my Elizabeth, and it fit her to a T. And like I said, Elizabeth wears 6 months. So it just depends on these clothes. Um, you just have to find a maker that works with your baby, and stick with that maker if you want your clothes to fit a certain way. Excuse me. But the shoes definitely is a 0. Now she may be able to get away with wearing a 1, but that's going to be slightly big on her. Um, but that 0 is going to fit her to a T. And I tried to fit her in some 0 to 3 month shoes. I can't remember what happened. I think they were a little too big for her. So she winded up when my silicone doll, she wears a 0. And so that's how come I had 0 shoes to try on her, and they fit her to a T. So that's where I got that from. But the shoes that you see these babies wearing are not shoes that would be shipped if they were purchased. If the doll was purchased, because they already belong to one of my other babies, and they are just borrowing them, because more likely they belong to my silicone doll, and I can't give those away. So, but you just have to search around at different sites to see if you can find some 0 to 0 shoe. They're very hard to find. They were very hard to find. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shoes for these reborns are very hard to find, because although they the size that they are, their feet is not the size that goes with their body. And sometimes well, a lot of times, they're just too little feet to go with the bodies, the size clothes that they wear. And so and you're gonna run into that. So um, if you want to just purchase shoes, and if you're an artist, just make babies and just try the shoes on them. I'm not really sure what to tell you on that, but I will not be supplying shoes with the purchase of my babies, because that, like I said, these shoes that when my Elizabeth had those shoes on, they belong to my silicone doll, and of course I can't just give them up. And then one of my other dolls had some shoes on, Leilani, and her feet is so small. They belong to those shoes that she had on belong to my other silicone doll, and they came with her package when I bought her. And I've not been able to find any shoes for that sculpt at all. So, because her feet is tiny, teeny tiny. So yeah, they shoes are very hard to find. Basically, what you need to do is they have some little socks, and the little socks look like shoes and socks. And maybe that's what you need to purchase, is just some of those little socks that look like shoes and socks, and buy them in different colors to go with your baby's outfit. So anyway, um, yeah, that's about what you're gonna have to do. I wish that I could find some shoes to send home with my babies. Um, because it's nothing like having a pair of shoes. If I get around to crocheting, I will try to crochet a black pair of shoes or a white pair of shoes to send home with the baby, just so that they can have some sort of shoe to put on their feet. I had crocheted oh just two gobs of shoes, hats, headbands, for human babies, and actually I crocheted a whole set, a little dress, the shoes, the headband, and It was, and I used to sell them, and that was never sold. So, my silicone doll fits it perfect. So yeah, you just have to. It's just going to be a game, I'll say, to find shoes for these babies. Clothes, you could probably find them anywhere. If it's your baby, you're not selling the baby, or if you are selling the baby, because I have gone to the thrift store and bought brand new clothes with the tag still on them, and I used to sell those type clothes because, like I said, they were brand new and the tag was still on them. So you can sometimes go to thrift stores and buy brand new clothes. I've never found any shoes in the thrift store for one of these babies, but I've found plenty clothes for these babies. So, I mean, if you ever need a start or you're buying a baby for a child or something, or you want to buy a baby for a child that's not yet old enough for the baby, you can always shop there, shop at thrift stores, and find get her wardrobe together before she's old enough to have the baby. And then when she is, she will have all the things that she needs for her baby. So yeah, a lot of options when it comes to buying clothes for the babies. That's less expensive than going to Kmart's, Walmart's, or Target or somewhere. I would not ever spend any more money with Walmart. They scammed me. So, no, they would not get any money out of me anymore. So, you know, I never really shopped at Target every blue moon. And Target really has very nice items in their stores, a lot better quality than Walmart. And Walmart is within, well, if I was in a good shape, I could probably walk there. It's that close. But I would get in my vehicle and I would drive to a Target. From now on, I would never give them another dime. I would never step foot in a Walmart store again because they scammed me really bad. And then, I go online and there's other people, lots and lots of other people who have said the same thing, that Walmart has scammed them too. Now, Walmart scammed me, made me pay for an order I canceled. I placed the order at 12 o'clock. They claimed they shipped the order to me at 3 something, and I was to get it the next day. I never have received the order. They went to three of my financial, uh, my credit union, my bank, and PayPal to get the money back for the order. PayPal actually gave them money out of my account that they weren't supposed to have, and they actually got more money than they was supposed that my order was. So yeah, and I'm still never going to get this order from them because they said that they shipped it, but I don't know how they shipped it because I get a notification from USPS I'm in a program with them to get a notification of my mail so that I would know what's coming to me every day. And Walmart never, there was never any mail from Walmart, never, ever. And so I don't know how they shipped it. If someone was delivering it to me, since I live so close, I was ill. Like I said, I'm not able to do a lot of walking in the store. My hips are bad. And I just was not feeling that shopping trip. So I placed an order. And um the person, whoever delivered the order is who got the order or whatever. And of course I wind up paying for it and paying a lot more because I put a stop payment on the first account that they went to because I wasn't understanding why they was coming to my account when, and they never even contacted me any or anything to tell me what they were doing. They just started going after my account. So I mean, it's too much scamming around here. And so I put a stop payment on it, lost that money, lost the order money, and the last bank that they went to, I just prayed about it. I just prayed about it. And the Lord just told me, let them have that. And he'll deal with them. Just let them have that. And Walmart is actually in trouble right now, right today, in trouble for selling rotten food. When I say rotten, it is rotten. Um, they will put good meat on top of the bad meat and sell it to you. Um, the milk is spoiled 2 days after you get it, but the expiration date is way beyond that, saying that it's good and it's already spoiled the next day when you pull your milk out. You just better be careful with Walmart because Walmart is, like I said, scamming and beating people. And I don't know why they have to do that when they're such billionaires. I just don't understand. But see, you get greedy. And that's what happened to you. You get greedy, and the next thing you know, you fall. You're falling. But I I just know that God will take care of them. I do know that. I do know that. One day we won't see Walmart. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: one day we won't see the name Walmart. They'll just change the name and still be doing the same thing out there. But like I said, I won't be dealing with them ever again. They will never get any more of my money. Because if somebody's not trying to scam them, they out scamming people. And I had looked at a video where this lady had said that, well, she said that she went to Walmart. Her friend sent her a gift card, and she went to Walmart and used the gift card and went through the pay line, the self line, and she got her groceries and she left. And the next day, she decided she said I had $52 left on the gift card, and she said the next day she decided that she needed something else, so she went back to Walmart. She went through the same line again, the checkout line and self service line rather, and it declined her purchase. And she said, well, I don't understand why it's declining my purchase. And so she called over the assistant run her card through, it declined. She called over another cashier, it declined. They called the customer service. Of course, they couldn't tell her what was going on with her card. So she decided to go ahead and leave Walmart and call the lady to let her know that Walmart had scammed her for the rest of the money. So when she spoke with the lady that sent her the card, the lady told her that Walmart didn't scam her. She went to Walmart in Georgia. She lived in Georgia. She went to Walmart, and instead of Walmart taking her purchase off of her debit card, which she had handed them, They took it off of the gift card. So when the lady found out that that's what had happened, she says, "Well, I better get back on get back on the YouTube and let people know that I was not scammed." She says when she went back to her site, it was so many people telling her how they were scammed using their gift card, using their debit card with Walmart. She said she was going to take it down, but it was so many people that were saying the same thing. She decided to leave it up. And then that was right before they scammed me. And they seriously scammed me, because I went through a whole week of trying to correct my cards, and I had to change every bank card that I had. I had to every financial card that I had to change it, because they was going after every card that I had to get this money. And I thought, wow, you that desperate? My God. I mean, I did not get the order. Never did I get the order. Never had. And after they got the money, this is what those dogs did. They sent me a email asking me to rate their purchase. What purchase? You scammed me. I didn't get any purchase. And then gonna ask me in the survey, would I refer somebody to them? I told them HELLNO. For you to scam them like you scammed me? No. I will never refer anybody to your store, and I won't be coming back ever anymore. So, guys, all I gotta say is watch Walmart. Watch Walmart. I shop online all the time. All the time. I cancel my orders if I need to cancel it. And the reason I canceled it is because Walmart didn't give me a chance to pick the bank that I wanted to use, and they took it out of an account that I had bills coming out. So I was going to replace the order, but when they started doing all of this mess, I thought, no, I'm not going to be ordering anything else with you guys. So just be careful. That's just a warning. Now you can take it with a grain of salt, or you can be scammed. It's one or the other. But I'm letting you know that they will get you. And if you have any transactions, have any cards where you've used them with PayPal and you have PayPal, they're going to go to PayPal. If you have any money in your account, the PayPal's going to give them that money out of your account. If you have, and I'm just letting you know what's going to happen. Um, and even though you don't get your order, or however that might work, they're gonna get that money. Now that is a true statement. They're gonna get that money. So just be careful. Just be careful out here, because not only are individuals scamming you, stores are scamming us too. So just be careful. And that's all I gotta say. And please like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. Um, hit the notification bell that lets so that you don't miss another video. It's just frustrating to be out here shopping. That's why I'm an Amazon girl. I've never ever had any problems with Amazon. I have gotten so much free stuff from Amazon. And I be wanting to return the stuff, and they says, no, we'll refund you and you keep it. So, I mean, just I will be an Amazon girl from now on. Don't care what people say about Amazon. I'm going to be an Amazon girl because I'm not going to be walking into Walmart ever again for them to do what they did to me. And I just had to tell that story out so that people will be aware that don't trust these stores, because these stores are more powerful than you are, and they're going to get their way with whoever you report it to. It's going to be the store against you. And guess who's going to win? The store, of course. Of course, the store. So don't don't even don't even think that just because it's a store that they're going to do right, because they're not doing right. This is not that world anymore. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for following me, subscribing to my channel, listen to me yap, and listening to and look at me make my beautiful babies. Thank you all. I love you guys. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.